As in the last sessions, we have studied about various techniques of building, starting with the basics definition, then the classification of building, and many other types of building we have studied. So today we will see what is submerged arc building. Before starting of that, I would like to complete this question, which is a IES 2010 question. As you know that in IES they used to ask the questions like assertion and reasoning type, and you have to select the best suitable answer among A, B, C, D. So let's see what is the assertion said. Assertion A said inert gas and wear electrode instead of flux coated electrode is used in case of automatic take and make building process. Okay, means flux coated electrode should be used. Okay, while in this is not suitable for both TIG and MIG, so that's why this assertion may be wrong. Now what is the reason? If A is wrong, then option A and B will be obsoleted. Okay, means this should be deleted. Now your choice should be between C and D. So let's see what is reason. Reason R is better protection is provided by a cloud of inert gas than the cover created by the flask. Okay, so this is what you have to cover, means you have to cover the influx using inert gas. Okay, so this is true, means R is true and A is false, so you may go with the option D. If you have any doubt or any other perception related to this question, do comment in the description box, do comment in the video. I will try to answer your query as early as possible. So let's start with the submerged arc building. It is a thick layer of granular flux which should be deposited just ahead a bare wire consumable electrode. Okay, where an arc is maintained beneath the blanket of flux with only few small flames will be visible, means it should be beneath the blanket of the flux, means at the round side of the blanket of the flux you have to maintain the arc. And what you are going to use, you are going to use a consumable electrode which will help you to do the building process. Okay, now let's see, a portion of flux melts, means a portion of flux will melt, and molten flux can flux provide the thermal insulation. This whatever molten flux will be there, and the flux whatever you are using, that will going to provide you the thermal insulation, means you should not use any kind of inert gases here. Slow cooling rate will be very slow and it produce soft and ductile builds, means it will produce some soft and ductile build. This is a characteristic of submerged arc building process. Okay, let's see from where it is, with whom it is suitable. Most suitable for flat butt and fillet build, when this type of positionings are most suitable for submerged arc building in low carbon steel, for the low carbon steel material. Okay, this process is not recommended for high carbon steel, tool steel, aluminium, magnesium, titanium, lead and zinc. These are the materials for which submerged arc building is not at all suitable. So you have to keep this thing in your mind, that you should not go do building of these metals with the help of this submerged arc building. As you can see in the diagram of the submerged arc building, this is your submerged arc here and this is your molten arc. Okay, this is the molten flux and this is the granular flux over this, and this is the electrode wire. This is your electrode wire and this is the slag, and this beneath the slag this is a weld. Okay, this is the nozzle and this is the wire reel from where you are feeding the wire or flux feed from the hopper direction of the welding. In the direction of welding you are feeding the flux. Okay, so in this way you are feeding the flux, in this way you are moving your touch from left to right. This will create some submerged arc and molten arc. Okay, and this molten flux will be there over the weld pool. Okay, and this is your granulated flux. So these things you have to keep in your mind whenever you are doing the building. Now let's see what are the characteristics of submerged arc building. These are high speed, high deposition rates, deep penetrations. Means the characteristic of submerged arc building will be, it will work with the high speeds, deposition rates will be very high, deep penetration will be deep, high cleanliness due to the flux action, means it will the cleanliness over the part where you are going to build, that will be high. Wire electrodes are inexpensive, no weld is better, nearly 100% deposition efficiency, lesser electrode consumption means electrode consumption will be very less, and no weld splitter means the welding quality will be very high, means weld splitter will not be there. Now, what are the limitations for this? Extensive flux handling, contamination of flux by moisture, large grain size structures, building is restricted to horizontal position, and chemical control is important. Means extensive flux means flux handling will be very high, contamination of flux may occur due to moisture, and the large grain size structure will form. Okay, and this is only restricted to horizontal position, as I have already discussed that this is suitable for flat butt and fillet building. Okay, so this is mostly suitable for your horizontal, but it is already restricted to this part. Okay, so these are the few advantage, limitations and characteristics of submerged arc welding. Now let's see what is atomic hydrogen welding, AHW. An AC current is formed between two tungsten electrodes along which stream of hydrogen are fed to the welding zone. Means you have to feed the hydrogen gas in between the two tungsten electrodes. Okay, so in this way, the molecules of hydrogen are dissociated by high heat of arc in the gap between the electrodes, and the formation of atomic hydrogen proceeds with the absorption of heat. Here you are going to absorb the heat. Now, this atomic hydrogen recombines to form molecular hydrogen outside the arc, and particularly on the relatively cold surface of the work being built, and releasing the heat gained previously. Whatever heat you have gained here, that will be released here whenever you are recombines the atomic hydrogen into molecular hydrogen. Now the temperature is about 3700 degrees C in this atomic hydrogen building, and hydrogen act as a sealant also. Okay, used for very thin sheet or smaller diameter wires, lower thermal efficiency than arc welding. Ceramics may be arc welded, ceramics arc welding can be done, and AC alternating current will be used for atomic hydrogen welding. So this is the process of this atomic hydrogen welding. So as of now I'm stopping here. So for other content we will come with another tutorial of the same building chapter related to the manufacturing process of fourth semester in Rajasthan Technical University. Till that time, stay tuned with our Engineering College Banswara YouTube channel, and do subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates about different branches of engineering like computer science, mechanical, civil, electrical and civil. Okay, thank you so much.